WAHHR, Alabama Hip Hop Radio, online worldwide, with the dopest radio station on the planet. A new way to listen.
Wow, this is your main man, DJ Dirty Dan. Welcome to another edition of Exclusive Experiences. And this is an exclusive. Right now, on the side of me, I have Mobile Police Department's Chief Prine and my man, DJ Rodski. How you doing, Chief?
I'm doing well. How are you, Dan?
Doing pretty good, good. I'm glad to have you on the show.
Well, thank you for the invite. I appreciate you.
Yeah, we're going to get straight to it.
Okay.
It's about to be Mardi Gras season. It's about a lot of things going on. And I just want to talk to you and find out what's your message right now that you want to relate to the public right now.
In regards to Mardi Gras?
In terms of Mardi Gras.
Yeah, so listen, we're going to have a safe season. We want everybody in Mobile County to come out and enjoy the festivities. There's going to be a lot of law enforcement officers out there, as you're aware. One thing I want the public to know is you're going to see a bigger presence this year, certainly in the way of what we call the stationary cruise lights on the police vehicles. Yeah. And the idea is when those lights are not blinking, they're stationary, is that it's giving us more optics to the community so they see us, and if they need something, they certainly should be able to find one of us to help them out.
Okay. This Mardi Gras season is going to be one of those Mardi Gras seasons because of top of the year it was crazy. New Year's Eve we had a shooting that was labeled a mass shooting on national news. As we get into Mardi Gras season, and we know we're going to have tens of thousands of people out. Yeah. I know it's a really big deal for you guys to make sure that you make sure public safety is at the forefront.
Yeah, I hope I can say this, kind of like Tupac said, all eyes going to be on us. Right?
Yeah. For sure. So
and let me say, and you did bring that up, and I don't shy away from issues at all, but the truth of the matter is we did have the shooting on New Year's Eve, and I know that the community is concerned for their safety and coming out, but we'll talk a little bit about it today, certainly. But the great things that we've done in the way of crime reduction, I refuse to let a few incidences last year to overshadow all the great work that's been done.
Yeah, okay, great. Rodski?
With the permit law going into effect, how does that challenge you as far as guns being downtown during the parade? What is the part of the issues, or what are the things that's going to be able to help you, assist you in making sure that the public safety is at an all-time high during these affairs?
Well, I'll tell you, the no pistol permit certainly was a tool for law enforcement, in that, if we seen someone with a gun or a bulge, it made it a lot easier for us to be able to stop an individual and, find out if they had the weapon, if they do have a weapon, if they had a lawful right to have the weapon. And of course, with the new law that went into effect, everyone can carry a gun who's eligible to carry a gun. There are still certain people that are forbidden, right? But there are still things within the new law that we can do. For example, and certainly the public needs to know that if a law enforcement officer stops you, whether it's walking down the street or in a car, you have a duty to disclose that weapon if that officer asks you, do you have a weapon on you? If you do not disclose that and that officer has probable cause to search your vehicle or your persons and they find that weapon, you can be arrested for failing to disclose that you have that weapon.
And that's even with the no pistol permit law.
Right. Okay. So you still have a duty to disclose, regardless if you have a permit. Now, there'll still be a permit, certainly because of reciprocity with other states. So if you have a permit and you want to travel to other states, the vast majority of the states will honor, Mobile County's permit because of reciprocity. But it's important to note that even if you have a permit, you still have a duty to disclose under the new law.
I'm glad you said that, because I think that's the misconception right there. People think they don't need a permit, but you need a permit because you got to travel with this with your weapon as well. You always still got to have that permit. For those guys out there that's watching right now, you still got to get your pistol permit, because you still got to be legal when you're moving around, even outside of Mobile County.
And I'm glad you said that, Dan, because the truth of the matter is, even with a permit, it makes it a lot easier for that police officer that does stop you for whatever reason. It gives you a little bit more validity as to why you have that weapon.
Okay.
So one of the misconceptions was that said that you're not able to carry your weapon down during Mardi Gras. Is that true, or is that just people talking?
Well, so you can carry your weapon, but certainly we would ask people not to carry their weapon, because one, if you carry your weapon and you're involved in an altercation for whatever reason, and you are stopped by law enforcement and you violate one of these what we call regulations or procedures involved in the law, even though you may not have been down there with nefarious intent, some guy walks past you, shoulders you, get involved in an altercation, now you could very well find yourself on the other end of the law by happenstance, and we certainly don't want that as well. What we would ask you to do is come down to Mardi Gras, have a good time, and if you see something, say something. There's going to be plenty of officers down there. You can do it discreetly, but just walk up to an officer and say, hey, there's a group of guys or a group of individuals over here, and they're arguing. It seems like there's something's going to go on. That officer is going to call in to a group of officers that's going to move over to that area to be able to diffuse that situation.
Okay, great. You know, it's getting ready for Mardi Gras season. Mardi Gras is the original home of Mobile. It's the original home of Mardi Gras, and it's the place to be. But we want you to be safe this Mardi Gras season, and that's why we had to bring Chief Prine to you guys and let you know that, you know, there's some things that's expected of the city as you get in these masses of crowds and stuff like that throughout this whole entire Mardi Gras season.
Yeah, so this is only part one. Part two is coming soon, so lock it into exclusive with my man Dirty Dan and Chief Prine.
Yeah, for sure, just like that. So, Chief, before we get up out of here, is there anything you want to say to our audience? Look right in that camera and tell our audience whatever you want to tell them before we get ready for this Mardi Gras season.
Thank you, Dan. I will tell you this. I want to thank both of you for facilitating this. I think it's important that the community knows the police department is partnering with the community. We're a part of the community, and more importantly, what I do want the public to know is that we want a safe Mardi Gras season, but we also want you to know that when you come down there, sometimes you may find yourself involved in something that you didn't want to necessarily be involved in, but reach out to law enforcement if you see them, and we'll certainly come to your aid and protect you as well, because that's really the ultimate goal, is to have a safe Mardi Gras season.
Okay. Hey, you heard it right here from Chief Prine, from DJ Rodski, your main man Dirty Dan. You're tuned into the exclusive experience right here live on Alabama Hip Hop Radio. Ooh-wah! We out.